Hey guys, welcome to my channel, Trini Dishing with Jada, where I bring to you everyday recipes that I cook with my family, and I hope you guys try it, enjoy, like, subscribe, and share. So we're gonna get into this macaroni pie, callaloo, and oxtail. But today's video, we're gonna start with the recipe for the oxtail. Now I tend to do my recipes a little bit simpler because my kids don't really like much stuff at this point. So you want to go ahead and pre-boil the oxtail for an hour and a half. I did go ahead and pre-boil the oxtail with ginger, thyme, green seasoning, everything that you initially see me putting in. I pre-boiled the oxtail with it, and I just added in some tomatoes, bell peppers, pimento peppers, some fresh ginger, and I also have thyme in there. And I also added some green seasoning. So even though the oxtail is boiled with these things, I still go ahead and re-season my meat. I'm going to bring the recipe for the green seasoning soon, so stay tuned for that video. You want to just go ahead and mix those things in and really let that meat get, the seasoning. And guys, if you smell this, it smells so good. Then I'm going to head and brown my sugar. What you are going to do when you're browning your sugar, some people put oil. I did not put oil because sugar naturally melts and creates that browning on its own. So you don't have to add oil, but some people prefer adding oil. I did not add oil this time. So you want to go ahead and mix that until the sugar starts frothing. Once the sugar starts frothing, you want to throw in your meat, but you don't want to throw it in as soon as it starts frothing. You want to go ahead and let that get color. The longer sugar stays frothing, the darker the color is going to be. But also be mindful that the longer you leave it in, the more bitter taste you're going to have underlying in your meat. So you want to go ahead and, just time it. And when it's right, you throw it in. That's what I did. And I'm going to leave this meat to brown with that sugar. I'm not going to add any water, any sauce in there. I'm just going to let that take its color until that initial water in there that you're seeing bubbling is no longer there and it boils down. And you want to occasionally mix because you don't want it to stick, and then you want to coat all the oxtail with that coloring base of the sugar, the browning that you're going to get. So you want to initially keep mixing that oxtail so that way it can get the color coated on all pieces of the oxtail. I love oxtail, guys, and everyone have their own way of making it. This is just my way, quick, simple, easy, not too much. Things you could find in your fridge, put it together if you have some oxtail, and that's it. In a bowl on my right, you can see that some of the water that I had from the boil, and that water is well seasoned. If you wash your oxtail, people just boil oxtail and throw away the water. Once you wash meat properly and you have that initial boil and it's seasoned, you want to go ahead and use that base. That's the broth. How you think they get chicken broth and beef broth? It's by that water from the meat. So I went ahead and I added some of that broth in there, and I also added some water. Let's take a moment to listen. Don't that sound good, guys? Then you want to go ahead, once the first set of water boil down, you want to go ahead and add some more water. And by this time, your meat is already getting tender. It's already almost ready to go. And then this is my second boil down. My third boil down, I added some of the broth that I had remaining in there, and I initially added a little more water. And you want to go ahead at this point and add some salt, and you want to get that taste. Look at that. Have you seen, guys? You see that oxtail falling off that bone? So you want to go ahead and add your salt and black pepper. This is up to you. It's all about taste and preference. I don't add anything else. I just find salt and black pepper will enhance the flavor. I don't need to add anything else in there. But if you want to go ahead and add whatever seasoning, this is the time you want to go ahead and add your seasoning. I tasted it, guys, and this was a hit. I love it so much. Some people go ahead and add beans in there. I'm not doing that today because my kids, I think, is allergic to anything that they see beans, and they're not going to eat it. So I just kept it simple again. And let's take the time to add my head is oxtail now. Like my mouth watering. Look at that. And I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe and tried it and tag me in the videos you made. And this is Trini Dishing with Jada. Thank you.